Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Will Reichert will get this one started. And this one goes out of bounds on the opening kickoff. That is a rough start for the kicker and his team as the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be stopped out at the line to begin this ball game.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A pickup there of 28 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
60 Vikings, 19 tight.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 76.
On the handoff, it's Johnson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
A run for the first time. That's Trevor Etienne. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On the ground, here's Etienne. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
A run on 1st and goal. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
They'll set up the screen to Brown. And he will score! Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
11. Here we go. Stop.
Burrow gonna open by putting it up. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Trying to hook up with Tyjae Spears coming out of the backfield that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
at the 35.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
He gets it to Samuel, left side. Still on his feet. And he will go all the way. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Brown now to return it. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Demetrius Knight there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
9-6, here we go. Set. Gotta be Lions. 18 Rebel. 18 Rebel.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a 1st down. 1st and 10.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Steelers.
They'll run here with Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
And the Steelers' 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from them.
At the Bengals' 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. A give, and here's Johnson. And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground. Man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Let's go.
The carry here for Etienne. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they come up now on 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Now a screen set up for Etienne. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 16
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
That's complete to Metcalf. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
He's got some space past the 20. Inside the 40. Inside the 10. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 95 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Deputy! Cowboy 80!
Now, faking the give. He'll get that complete to Harrison. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 4. Here's Etienne. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
Head the street! Head the street!
At the 43-yard line.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, Petty!
They'll go again with Johnson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Number 20, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. Here's Brown. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Chris Jenkins there on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive. I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short. gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On the run to the right. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. That his second TD catch of the season.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
Kick is good. That ties the game.
We are all square. 14 apiece. The score as this one's away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Brown. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for.
He gets free. And he's in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Riker out now, following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
Tap the 60, tap the 60. Back, tap the 60, tap the go.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 21. That's a Steeler first down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
The break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught by Harrison right side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. He'll be brought down inside the 25. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. 2nd and 5. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Divine Diablo there to make the play. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
70, Timberwolf.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Out of coverage. Excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Cincinnati. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway.
Gun.
Now the former Tulane star. Here's Tyjae Spears. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he will score. Tyjae Spears. Touchdown, Bengals. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Will Riker now on for the extra point. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season.
Will Riker to kick off.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
Right there.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
So just think, I mean, a couple minutes ago, we see a pick six. I mean, the last thing you want to do is the next time you step in the huddle is go 3 and out. So that's a big conversion. Now they got to find a way to get some of this momentum back, go down and get some points, and let everybody move past that pick six we saw in the last possession.
A carry here for Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Steeler first down.
And the Steeler first down.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with a touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive on the ground with speed. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Carson Schlesinger there on the stop.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
6-yard line.
11.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
A loss of 2.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Pass brought in by Samuel. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
12. Stop.
Burrows from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Has his... Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
That's good.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Big 13.
From the gun, here's Spears. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Jonathan Allen, the big man from the interior, with the stop.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Gun. 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Darnell Savage. Terrific coverage there. able to get a hand on it. 21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Brings up second and
It is 2nd and 9.
at the 15-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Burrow. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Quincy Williams. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Burrow to throw. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Reichard's kick is good. And the Bengals will extend their third quarter lead. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
And the Steelers first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Pittsburgh.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
Now ETN. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll throw out of the gun. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. That's a Steeler first down.
First down. A gain of 12.
Here's Johnson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They'll run here with Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see that.
And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Steelers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, very big touchdown there, makes it a 10-point game, and now a chance to tighten this down to a one-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense,
that's in the end zone and intercepted. Hit by Demetrius Knight.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On 1, ready? Gun. Stop.
Straight ahead, it's Spears. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
11, let's get set. 180, stop.
On first down, Burrow. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one at reach.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
On 1, ready?
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run with Spears. And he's going to be stuffed in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to...
He's got his big tight end. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Steelers 27.
Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's to midfield. Still on the move. Good work by the coverage team on the ensuing kickoff. They slowed up the return man, and they stop him shy of the 20.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these 2 things. Balance, vision, And yeah, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all three of those were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up, starting this drive inside the red zone.
To the goal line and in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there.
That is caught. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch them by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
He's got his tight end, Kincaid. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. How to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Right, 80. Right, shot.
Here's Brown. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
2nd and inches.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Right, shot. Shot.
Now Brown. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
And the Bengals, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Here we go. Shot. 180. 180 shot.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson.